Hi folks, warning up front. If you came here expecting a lot of game related content today, you may not get a lot of it. But if you're interested in finding out more about me and more about what goes on behind the scenes at the show and what my life is like as a older GM, stick around. Otherwise, thanks for dropping by, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hi folks. Just first off, I'd like to say and apologize for my not putting out a video in the last week or so. I generally would like to have one up a week at least. Doesn't always work out that way, but in general that's what I'd like. But to be honest, life's been sort of getting in the way. My work situation right now is a little bit in flux, I guess is a way to say it. So I'm having to put a lot of time and attention into that and see if I can pull my bacon out of the fire. Part of the situation seems to be the same thing that's affecting the show, in that I don't know if I mentioned this in the first couple of videos or not, but I'm recovering from tongue cancer and AFib. For the tongue cancer, I had some very strong treatments of radiation. I think we're talking like 18 treatments of very heavy chemotherapy, and the radiation, similar amount, all aimed at my jawline, head, and neck. So there's some cognitive issues that arise in the form of brain fog and fatigue. I find that since the treatment and the surgery, I get fatigued very, very easily, and stress makes it worse. So the stress I've been experiencing from work has been leading to brain fog and exhaustion. So I haven't had a lot of energy to pour into the show or my campaign after work. I just basically often will crawl into my leather chair and turn off my head and just watch random YouTube videos or read or do something like that. But there's not enough energy to go out and record the videos or script them. Just don't have the mental capacity. So that's why I haven't released something in the short term. I did release those music clips, which I hope everyone enjoyed. A lot of you may have thought it was not really gaming content, but seeing as they were basically in-universe songs, meaning that there's something you could hear on the radio stations and record stores of Port Dominion, I thought they counted. And they're all from a perspective of someone living in the universe of Port Dominion. So now I did use AI to do the music and the vocals, but I put quite a bit of work into the lyrics. The lyrical structure and the basic ideas and a lot of the themes and words were mine. I did put it through AI to polish it up a bit because I'm no music writing genius. I thought they turned out quite well. So I hope you guys enjoyed those. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry. But it is what it is. I put those out there so that you guys would have something rather than just a lot of nothing and thinking that I had dropped off the face of the planet. I haven't, although I feel like sometimes I want to. So there's that. And secondly, there's an issue, and I've been discussing this with my wife, and I think I might have painted myself into a bit of a corner with the channel, in a sense that focusing so strongly on superheroes may be limiting the channel's growth and my reach out to people and my ability to cover other things that I'm interested in. Now, superheroes are perhaps my favorite genre of RPG, but they're not my only favorite. You know, they're just the top one. They don't take up all the slots. I quite enjoy science fiction and horror and other things, as I discussed in previous videos. But and there's a lot of those that I own and I'd like to talk about. But I find that by narrowing my focus to superheroes so much, I've limited my ability to speak about them. I did try and step out of the blocks briefly with my short review or short endorsement of the Captain's Log RPG system and how it is actually what I consider role-playing rather than, because like I said, a lot of people think that solo RPGs are just writing exercises and not really role-playing, but I personally, I think they're kind of the same thing. And that short actually did quite well. So, I don't know. And like I said, I really enjoy the Star Trek role-playing games. I've owned every version of Star Trek role-playing game that I'm aware of that's been produced. All the way back to the FASA games, and then Last Unicorn, and Decipher, and even Prime Directive role-playing game. And now I own the Modiphius, and I find that the Modiphius game really handles Star Trek well. I thought the others were a little too, I don't know, crunchy to handle Star Trek. Sorry, I find this one handles the narrative quite well. It's complex, not complicated, but complex, without being too heavy. Anyway, I'd like to do more on that. I'd like to cover not only just the Captain's Log, which I find is fascinating, but I'd also like to do episodes on like the core mechanics of the Star Trek Modiphius system 2nd edition, which just came out recently, because it's really quite good. And there's other games, like I'd like to delve into more on Shadow Dark, which I find is a really fun little system. And maybe, delve into some games from the past, Gamma World perhaps, or AD&D 1st and 2nd edition, stuff like that. I have a wide variety of interests, maybe too many. But I find it'll probably be easier to turn out episodes if I broaden my scope on the channel rather than narrowing it like that. And I'm thinking most of you guys out there would appreciate that. I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments, what you guys think. And I think that if I were to do that, the channel might pick up more subscribers and more likes and comments. Because right now, I love every single one of you that have subscribed. We've got about 76 subscribers as it stands. And I love every one of you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for subscribing. But I want to reach more people. I want to build a community. That's one of my primary goals here. I've always been, I probably always will be, a community builder. I want to build a community of like-minded individuals who enjoy games and can talk about them and just basically share the love of this hobby that we all enjoy. So getting more subscribers and more interaction through the board would be, the community functions would be greatly appreciated, even through the comments on the various episodes. I mean, some of you have commented, and deep, thoughtful comments and appreciated comments, but I'd like to see more of them. And I'd like to see you guys interacting in them. I try to respond to all of them as it is, but as the number goes up, obviously I won't be able to do every single one of them, but I promise at least I'll read them. But right now I can respond to all of them, and it's much appreciated. So, I just hope that You guys don't think I'm disappearing. I'm not. I'm just going through a rough spot right now. And if you guys have a bit of patience, I'll get through it. And I'll be back. I'm not quitting for any length of time. Hopefully I'll have another video out shortly. It may take a little longer than I'm anticipating because I would like to get 1 or 2 in the can to take some of the pressure off so that I could record one video, edit it, start a second one, record it, edit it, and then release the first one. So I'm always got 1 in the can, but I don't know how feasible that is. So we'll see where that goes. Now, if you guys have any comments or suggestions, it'd be much appreciated. So let me know what you think, and you know, anything you can, any suggestions, helpful hints, things you'd like me to cover, all of that would be appreciated. And thank you for watching. So for now, I guess we'll call that one done. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.